so much. So today we are going straight right into it. We're not doing too much talking because I want today's show to be very productive. So I'm not having any side conversations. We're going straight to bringing our guests. So before we go into the Q&A with our audience, we have some emails that we got from our viewers locally and internationally. People have sent us emails, they sent us comments, and we'll be happy to read some of them. So our very first email says, Dr. Abassi, welcome to the show. I didn't even greet you properly. I was ready to go right into it. I didn't even remember to greet you. Good to have you. We don't take your presence for granted. We appreciate you always being here. Relax now, relax. Hey, yes. So, the very first question for you, sir, says, Dear Dr. Abassi, why am I struggling in the bedroom now more than I was before? I don't last as long as I used to anymore, and I don't know what is wrong. Can you help me? I don't know if that help you. I don't know if that's...
No. Actually, it's a pleasure, but this man is not unique.
Okay.
It's a global problem.
Okay.
And I must give thanks to all my brothers here. Because look, you guys left your hustle to be here.
Yeah.
And it's important because health is a form of wealth. Is actually the most important. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. What the guy said in the email is going to happen to all of us. It's not a bad wish. It's not some ancestors doing us. It's not village people. Every man, as we age, our testosterone production goes down at the age of 40. Why is testosterone important? That is what makes us chase women. A subset of your testosterone is what is called pheromones. That's why you are with the woman you are with now. She may not be the most beautiful woman, but there is a pheromone connection. So after a while, if you're with the same woman, that pheromone starts weakening. That's where the side chick syndrome comes in. So this my brother that said is having struggle in the bedroom. Trust me, I've had my struggles. Every one of us will go through that. But the reality of it is there are ways to spice things up. But since this is a men's month, let's pay attention to what we need to do. You don't want to wait until you start having power failure before you go to the doctor. When you go to the doctor, there is no shame about this game. Just tell the doctor, look, Dr. Abassi said you should include testosterone in my blood work. At the age of 40, your testosterone starts going down by 1%. The more it goes down, there is a guaranteed power failure. NEPA will fail. Trust me, it's not the fault of that woman. The same thing with fertility. We used to think it's a woman's problem. 50-50, it's men and women. So let's pay attention to what we do, especially about our testosterone. And there are some key factors. If you are not sleeping well, your testosterone will go down. If you are not waking up with morning glory, you're going to have power failure. Trust me. Morning glory, it's the earliest sign that your body is working the way Baba God wants it to work. So if you wake up and your journey is not waking up, don't blame that woman.
Okay. All right. Just so we don't go viral. So we don't go viral for saying that you are telling people that if the what's the word you just said has waned off, that they can now bring side chick syndrome. I want to be sure that you're saying that there's a way to fix it. You don't have to have a side chick. You can fix it.
No, there is a way to fix it, but the issue of side chick, we should not minimize it. The truth of the matter, we've talked about this study over and over. A man, in order to avoid prostate problem, in order to avoid power failure, in order to avoid cardiac problem, he needs to be able to knock 21 times a month.
Okay, let's... Dr. Abassi. Doctor. I'm not... Wait. Please, I am not going to allow this show to focus on that because we have done it before. We're not going down that route again. We are here to learn how to have a healthy reproductive system. I don't want to go down that route again. Let's not get into that because you start getting excited. Sorry to cut you off. Now, somebody said, my question is, what do Christian matured single guys and ladies above 35 years old do when it comes to having sex and kids? Since the church frowns at having sex before marriage, if marriage is not forthcoming, you are now 35, you are 45, you've never had sex with a virgin, what do you do?
Good. So, we're in a society where we have to be mindful of our culture and religion.
Yes.
But we also have to believe that we are scientific beings. We're based on facts. If you don't use it, you lose it. That is it. God did not say go and do anything. He said go and procreate. If you are not using your manhood, you're going to lose the function. Every morning you and I wake up, your brain sends chemicals and say, this is the amount of things you need for today. If yesterday you've not been using it, your brain is not going to send it for you today. It's as simple as that. So the truth of the matter is, at 35, she only has about 18% of her eggs left. It's not Dr. Abassi, that's science. So she should have been to the doctor early to check what are our ovulatory reserves. And the man too, that is just about to experience sex for the first time, he may have power failure because he has never been turned on like that before. So he needs to go in, have his blood work checked. He may have even developed something like toilet infection, making his prostate swell. When your prostate swells, blood flow is not going to go. Manhood will not come up. That has nothing to do with church or mosque. They need to go in for this early test so that way they can enjoy themselves.
So somebody who is a virgin at 35, 45 needs to go get checked before he starts getting into...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Somebody says, Dr. Abassi, I'm healthy, but my sex drive is very low. Most times I do not feel like sleeping with my wife. How can I go about this? I think you've answered that question somewhere.
No. So they're talking about sex drive.
Yeah.
It's been with the same woman for quite some time. We're not going the other route. But the point is this. Sex drive is a function of your testosterone. If your testosterone is high, you will be acting like the way you are supposed to act. You're going to chase her. When you are in a situation where it's the madam initiating, there's something wrong. Trust me. But people do not want to talk about the other solution. Yeah, he can go in, check his testosterone. He can go in, check his pheromones level. But that same man will come to the clinic and tell you that, Oga, but when I'm with the other woman, this problem doesn't happen. So that's why we always encourage that separation time. He and that is why we've been married for 20 years or so. They may just go away on vacation. And we have to be open to these things. It's not a do or die situation. But you want the man who has spent all his life supporting you, raising the kids. You want him to live long. Please get him a way to take care of his prostate.
Okay, so for now, I'm only saying questions we got online. I'm still going to come to you for your own questions. So let me just finish up the online questions. Somebody says, there is a doctor I follow on IG. One of his patients says she's a woman, 47 years old, has fibroid, she's single and a virgin, still waiting to be married before having kids, and her fibroid was big. And she does not want to have sex before marriage because of her beliefs. What happens in that kind of situation? I think it's also similar to our last question.
So fibroids for women, fibroid gets bigger because of estrogen supply. A woman who is 47, she's probably close to menopause. Yes, the average age of menopause is about 50 and a half.
Okay.
Then she could be perimenopausal.
Okay.
So in the US, we hardly operate on such women because we know very soon estrogen will be cut off. Okay. When estrogen gets cut off, the fibroid will shrink. But the other issue that she has to deal with is she's not been turned on. She's still a virgin. She's missing out on a lot of vital parts of her body. When a woman reaches orgasm, she releases oxytocin. Oxytocin lowers the chance of cancer. So this woman is missing out on all this. I don't think that's what Jesus wants.
Let's leave what Jesus wants to what the Bible tells us, not what Dr. Abassi tells us. Anyways, somebody says, Dr. Abassi, why can't I properly have sex unless I use agbo or herbal concussions?
That's a good question. So I don't have any problem with using concussions. We just need to be mindful of what's in it. The ones you and I used to drink where they use water or palm wine is not what they're having now. They're mixing it with methanol, things that are dangerous. It's giving us cancer, liver, kidney, and all that. But remember, whatever that agbo is doing, after a while, it will not work again. So that's why you need to go to the doctor. It doesn't have to be Dr. Abassi. Any doctor, you want to find out what's your underlying problem. A man who wants to have a date night and is eating heavy swallow is going to have power failure. That swallow will divert blood flow away from the manhood. It's going to fail. It doesn't need agbo for that. The day of your date night is not the day you want to eat early swallow. Trust me. It's just simple physiology. You need all the blood flow to go where they need to go. They need to go to the right place.
Okay, I think we're almost done here. Good day, Dr. Abassi. I have been very stressed lately, and I think it's affecting my sexual health. Do you think stress can also destroy a man's sexual life?
Absolutely. And one of the most common forms of stress, especially for us in this part of the world, is lack of sleep. When you don't sleep well, your brain assumes you are under stress, and it releases stress hormones like cortisol. What do? They wipe out your testosterone. Testosterone is a major testosterone that drives erection. So when you are stressed, you are cutting on your sleep, or you are still worried about some payments and all that, it's going to affect you. Yoruba people said, trust me, it's not with stress.
Please. We're on national television, eh, John? Please, producer, blip that side, I beg. You gotta blip that part. All right, Dr. Abassi, how do I know when a sexual problem is serious enough to see a doctor?
Good. So one-time failure is okay. We're human, we're not computer. But when it's repeating itself, please don't be ashamed. Reach out. And you know what? Let's say this room is full of 50 people. Half of us have the solution to the other 25. We're not talking. Brothers, let's talk. Let's collaborate. It's not about time to compete. Because what I'm going through, you may have gone through it, and you know what you did that solved it. So please, let's reach out to each other.
Fantastic. So, Dr. Abassi, what is the average duration sex should last for? My wife wants an hour.
God bless her. So the truth of the matter is this. This is very common to all of us. I've experienced it. If you are lasting 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it's not good. So physiologically, the way Baba God created us, men, when we see a woman we like, a woman that is our spec, our body acts like microwave. Boom. But that woman, even if she's the one that wants you, you still have to touch certain area for her to come up. So our body is naturally designed to act like an oven. You are a microwave. So there is a time discrepancy. So you are not going to survive by just doing 2 minutes. And there are treatment options for this. So you need to be able to change from just sex, bam, 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 to love making. When you get that woman to reach the mountaintop, I can assure you with everything scientific, she will cook the best food for you the next day. She will be the one chasing you. And in order to do that, you have to control your own time.
What? You got also see or hear me, but I don't understand. As long as you understand. Okay, so I think there was a question I wanted to get online. Somebody was talking about, it's still about this issue, because we're in a very religious country where we are advised to keep ourselves until marriage. So maybe this is not a medical question, but it's like, what can a man or woman do in the interim to sustain the functions before marriage comes?
Yes, so let's put religion on the side, but let's face reality that you and I want to spend the most amount of time on earth, and we want it to be healthy. I'm telling you now as a doctor, there's nothing wrong with soapy for men. Soapy is masturbation. It's okay. Actually, there's a study that came out. For men over the age of 50, we actually get more benefits when you do masturbation once in a while.
But I can't let that stand, because as a Christian, it's against our religion. So I don't want us to put that out there that it's okay. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I have to also counter it, because it's against my religion and against many of our religions here. So you can't be publicizing something like that. No.
So you know the scientific community is very mindful of this.
Yes.
So when they came up with the proposal that men should do certain number of, ejaculations a month, they are also aware of limitations, cultural, religion. But that does not stop them from going away from facts. One of the things they recommended is pornography. No church or mosque will recommend it. But that's the fact. It's left to you and Baba God. The other option they give you is side chick. No church will recommend that. It's left to you and Baba God. And the last option is that soapy. Because you see, when you are not using your body, trust me, your body is the best machine God made. When you are not using it, some parts will get rusty. Some parts will not function.
Okay.
It's like you buying a Mercedes-Benz. And if you don't drive it after some time, the first thing is your brake. It will go away. Trust me. So in order for us to live long, avoid cardiac problem, avoid prostate problem, and to live long to be able to benefit from the children you've raised with all your hustle, my brother, find solution. The solutions are out there. Soapy is one. Pornography is one. Side chick that is contracted is another one.
Okay. So, if you like, go and do soapy. It is you and God. It's a sin. No, it's a sin, and you and I know it. Because that's not what our body is, the temple of God. And there's a way God has created us to do responsibly. Not like that, but he's saying it from his own. So, Onika, look, you pick the one that works for you. Okay, Dr. Abassi, relax. A male friend told me he sees blood in his semen after having sex. He has been treated for infection several times, but keeps happening.
So there are certain things that you and I should not feel in your waste time. When you are peeing or you are with a woman, there should not be pain. Your semen should not have any color to it, not only blood. So the presence of blood is a warning sign. And blood is what we call nidus for bacteria. It becomes food for them. Every man has bacteria here. Women have more than we do. It's part of our flora. So when that bacteria sees blood, they're going to multiply. So that person needs to go back to the doctor. They may have treated once. The fact that it's coming back tells you that it's an uncompleted job. You do not want to see that, because it could be coming even from a man retaining urine. We're here now, or you could be in a meeting and you feel the sensation you want to pee, but you are postponing it. It's not good. The reason for that is the anatomic location. Your prostate and the bladder, they sit like this. And one of them contains waste. The other one is clean. The waste in the bladder contains bacteria. It will get to the prostate. It can cause bleeding.
Fantastic. Thank you. My final question, and then I'll go on a break and I'll come to you guys. So get your questions ready. It says, Madam Mo, please ask Dr. Abassi. I don't have morning glory anymore when I wake up, and I'm shy to talk about it, please. I'm only 43 years old.
Good. That's a bad sign. Trust me. So your body is made up of cells, tiny, tiny cells. 2 or 3 cells form tissue. 2 or 3 tissue form organ. 2 or 3 organs form system. So when I say cardiovascular system, I'm talking about the heart, I'm talking about the lungs and the blood flow. For those things to work well from cell to system, that tells you your body is working completely. You must wake up with a morning erection. When I don't wake up with morning erection, I ask myself, what happened? Is it my sleep? Did I eat late? Was it something bothering me? All those things. And if you check it, you correct it, trust me, your erection will come back. And you can just do it when you go for your routine physical. Ask the doctor to include your hormonal panel. Testosterone is key. What makes us men is testosterone. What makes women is estrogen. If your testosterone is dropping, morning glory will disappear. And the study, not Dr. Abassi, if you are not getting morning glory, you are within 10 years of a cardiac event, heart attack or stroke. You don't want that.
That's important right there. I'm going to go on a break. When we come back, we'll open the floor line for... We'll open the floor for you.